Three nominations have been filed for the post of Congress President. The entire process continues as the voting will happen, and finally we will get to know who it is on the 19th when the voting will take place. On 17th the voting takes place. The decision will be announced on the 19th of October. So you have Mr. Tripathi, you have Dr. Shashi Tharoor, and then Mallikarjun Kharge. So there are three nominations that have been filed. There are others who are actually telling Dr. Tharoor and Mr. Tripathi, please withdraw because the favourite is Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Joining us now is the Health Minister of Chhattisgarh, S Singhdeo ji. Namaste, sir. Three nominations. Your thoughts? प्रक्रिया खंबा समाप्त हो गई. 3 लोग हैं in the race for the next Congress President.
Field seems to be fairly open. People were expecting initially 2 candidates to be in the fray. So now we have 3. So too many wouldn't be good, but more the merrier.
Yes, we don't want too many, but 30 proposers for Mr. Kharge. So is it a foregone conclusion? Are the others quote-unquote dummies?
Before the election, one really shouldn't make a comment on that. And Mr. Tharoor is a very well-known national and international figure, very erudite, very articulate. He's an intellectual in his own right. He's a 3-time member of parliament. So he's not a lightweight. Mr. Tripathi seems to be fairly new at the highest levels, but I'm sure he's worked hard in his area and maybe nationally too. And Mr. Kharge is the leader of the party in parliament. And I think maybe 6, 7, 8-time member of parliament. So he's also in his own right heavyweight. So we have good candidates in the field.
But Mr. Deo, why does one get the impression that somewhere the message is Tharoor Tripathi, tum sangharsh karo, hum Kharge ke saath hain? Is that the message from the High Command?
No, High Command has studiously avoided taking sides. So that is very clear. There are no indications from the High Command to anybody. The candidates, they could be seen to be being close to somebody or not close to somebody, active in a particular field in their various capacities. Every one of them would be having their pluses and maybe minuses. So I think it's a good field, fairly good field.
Did the withdrawal of Digvijay Singh, who was the candidate till overnight, and the sudden propping up of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge surprise you?
Not really. I think the way I was seeing it was that there was only one nomination. So maybe some people would have taken the forms to ensure that it didn't go uncontested. And then there would have been again coming together of minds and taking a call. And it's good. It should be consultative too, competitive, but consultative. And that is the way any election is fought. You canvass, you lobby, you get in touch with people. You do that usually after the election. Here we are also seeing it done before the election. So it's a good thing, I think.
But Mr. Kharge had said he's not in the race. Digvijay Singh himself is on record saying that I checked with Mr. Kharge, he's not in the race, so that's why I put my hat in the ring, threw my hat in the ring. Now he's in the fray, I can't fight against Mr. Kharge, so I'm pulling back.
Really fully aware of. But if Mr. Digvijay Singh ji has said something, there must be substance to it. That apart, Mr. Kharge's name has been in circulation. There are various names which have been in circulation, and Mr. Kharge's name has been one of them. Names that we have heard. Mr. Kharge's name certainly was one of them.
But in your political wisdom, Mr. Deo, what happened with Ashok Gehlot? Why did he pick Chief Minister of Rajasthan over President of Congress Party?
I think I need to keep quiet on that now because there's been an advisory issued by the All India Congress Committee to not make any comment. So my lips are sealed now.
I'm sure you have an opinion, Mr. Deo, but beaten by the advisory. But on a serious note, where do you see the road ahead for the Congress party? Is it still going to be controlled by 10 Janpath, or whoever is now elected Congress president will get a free hand?
Power has been decentralized in the Congress, and there have been centers from where we take guidance. There's no organization that can exist unless you have a system of command structure which goes right up to the top. Whether it is a business, whether it is an industry, whether it is, pardon me for saying so, whether it is media, whether it is a family, no organization can exist without there being some sense of a command structure. Otherwise, there would be chaos. The bigger the organization, more the chaos. The bigger the organization, more the need to have an organized structure.
Mr. Deo, Mr. Khadge right now seems to be the front runner to take guard. But which guard will he bat for? The old guard or the new guard within the Congress party?
He's certainly elderly. So to that extent, and being such an old public representative, I don't think he's lost an election. That is the impression I had. I really don't know all the details. But somebody with that sort of an experience, so certainly he represents the old guard as far as age is concerned. But then you're as old as you are in your mind. I suppose Mr. Khadge is young there.
Mr. Deo, you are a past master in answering the question or not answering the question while seeming to answer it. So I'm going to push you once again, just for the last time, sir. Do you think Mr. Khadge will be able to bring together all factions in the Congress party and perhaps work towards the resurrection of its political fortunes nationally?
No, certainly everybody has to pitch in. No one person can do it. No one person ever. It just is impossible. We tend to take, for the ease of conversation or otherwise, we tend to limit ourselves to an individual. But it never can happen so. It has to go down the structure. We tend to put responsibilities on one person. We tend to generalize on other occasions. If we win a cricket match, we say, "Captain, very well done." Sometimes only do we say the team, very well done. If we lose a match, the captain did something wrong. So those are the easy ways to, sort of conceptualize and visualize events. And I don't think the Congress party or any other organization can be any different. For ease of trying to understand things, or the simple way of doing things is you focus on one person. But it is never so. This is a team game, and the team will win on the performance of all its players. Only a Tendulkar or a Gavaskar or a Kapil Dev cannot win you a match. It has to be a team effort. So not ever Mr. Khadge, and we should never have been always saying Rahul Gandhi ji or Sonia ji. That is trying to put your responsibility on somebody else's shoulders. It has to be, everybody has to count. Stand up and be counted. And the Congress will do well.
But Mr. Deo, are you leaning towards Mr. Khadge?
We need to keep the, so to say, secrecy of the ballot. And I don't know if my name is on the ballot list, whether I'm a voter or not. I didn't become a PCC member. So as an MLA, if I have been co-opted, I really don't know yet. I haven't seen the voter list. But my best wishes to whoever.
Mr. Deo, thank you very much. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for speaking with us and making the time. I know you got a flight to catch, so we'll let you go. Thank you very much.